What's up, guys, and welcome to the Tim's Sports Talk. We have another Monday night recap. It's the New England Patriots versus the New York Jets, and it actually was a pretty entertaining game. Joe Flacco gets the start instead of Sam Darnold. You have Cam Newton on the other side, and you have a 30-27 nail-biter that comes right down to the end of the game. But the Jets do go down 30-27, and the Jets were the Jets at the worst moments they can be. They actually had a fantastic first half. They were up 20-10 in the first half. They came out on their first possession, scored another touchdown. Like, all of a sudden, they're 27-17 at one point. But the fourth quarter comes. Joe Flacco shows why he left Denver and he got kicked out of Baltimore, that he got an interception at the worst moment, allows the Patriots to come back and get a tying score. Then you had, on the final possession of the Jets, you had a 2nd and 2, and he ends up taking a sack with a running back who's wide open for the first down. He has him for about 3-4 yards, clearly way in front of the freaking linebacker. But instead, he just sits there forever, like 4 or 5 seconds, and gets sacked for 5 yards. Then he throws an errant throw, like unbelievable ending to a fantastic night, really, by Joe Flacco. Looking at his night, 18 for 25, 262 yards, 3 touchdowns, and that 1 interception we talked about. And he was only sacked 1 time on the night, and it came on that final drive. DRG, hey man, gotta sleep, just stopping by, have a good night. Hey, what's up, DRG? Thanks for stopping by, dude. Hit a like on there too for me. But no, like, it's unbelievable. But who also had an unbelievable night was Brashad Perriman. It's old teammate for Joe Flacco, gets 2 touchdowns on 5 catches, 101 yards on the night. Really hurting the Patriots tonight, and beautiful, beautiful touchdowns. And Jamison Crowder also had a touchdown. It was called out of bounds at first, but clearly on replay, drags the toe, gets the other foot in. Beautiful, beautiful catch by Jamison Crowder. And he only had 2 catches for 26 yards and a touchdown, but that 20-yard touchdown was a beaut. Cam Newton, through the air, he was pretty decent. 27 for 35, 274 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns, and they tried to stop him a couple of times on the goal line, but too big, too strong. Cam Newton did punch it in twice on the run game, and they also got another 1-yard touchdown from Rex Burkhead. All 3 of their touchdowns coming from the 1-yard line, running it in. But, man, Jacoby Myers, 12 catches, 169 yards. Wow, on 14 targets. No question who the favorite target was for Cam Newton tonight. Jacoby Myers, absolutely amazing tonight. And the Patriots, man, the Patriots are not who they used to be. You know, you could talk about how, they lost their star quarterback, obviously, Tom Brady, but they've lost so much more. They lost Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung, and their tackle, Marcus Cannon, to the COVID list. Like, I think they said they lost another tackle to injury tonight. Like, they're not who they were a year ago. Not only because they're losing the quarterback. Their offense already wasn't good with Tom Brady last year. It was really a defense-first team last season, and that's why they didn't really go too far, because they didn't have much offense. Their offensive line was bad last year. Their receivers are obviously a joke for a long time now. Their running backs are, you never know who's going to get the most carries in the Patriots. Tonight it was Damian Harris, 14 carries, 71 yards, not bad. Rex Burkhead had 12 carries, 56 yards. Cam Newton had 10 carries for only 16 yards, a lot of them coming at the goal line. So you're not going to get a lot of yards, when you're running from the 2. But yeah, it's just that offense is not good already. Cam Newton, he played fine, as I said, 27 for 35, 274 yards, but they're in trouble, dude. You have to go down to the wire against the Jets. 30-27 against the 0-8 Jets, and just they're in obviously complete disarray. But Joe Flacco brought him some life, and very cool. So that is the recap I have for tonight's game. Let's see what we got over here for the team stats. Time of possession. Patriots win the time of possession. 36, almost 37 minutes to 23 minutes. And they won the turnover battle, 1-0. They had no turnovers tonight, and they were 8 for 14. They also allowed the Jets to have 6 for 10 on third downs, but 8 for 14 on third down, 1 for 2 on fourth. They were 11 for 11 on fourth down, and the Jets are the one to get the stop. And let me tell you, Fatu Kasi, I believe is his name, the defensive lineman, he absolutely destroyed the Patriots on that play. Busts through the line. I believe it was James White who got the carry, and he forces the fumble. So he almost looked like a Jadeveon Clowney play, other than the fact that he did not get the recovery for there. But that was on fourth down. I don't think they recovered it. I think an offensive line did, but it was already turnover on down. So may as well have recovered the fumble. So very cool. As I said, it was actually an interesting game to watch. Denzel Mims, their second-round pick, had some nice catches tonight. So, very cool game. But, yeah, that's what I got. And see if you have any comments. I'll wait around and see if anybody wants to hang out and comment up and chat about. Got a couple of viewers right now. See if anybody wants to hang out and chat up. So smart by the Patriots. They have their 3 timeouts on that last drive. They save them all for the last drive. And so bad by the Jets not to force any timeouts. So you throw the ball 3 times, only get 1 completion. You do get the sack, which is just as good as completion as far as keeping the clock moving. But I think they ended up calling a timeout after that anyway. So that basically the clock barely ran, or they did a hurry up. So they didn't get any time off the clock. They allowed 47 seconds just to get in a field goal range. And it was the Patriots kicker. What was his name again? Cardona? They don't have Gostkowski anymore. Their kicker is... No, they're Folk. Castillo is for the Jets. Excuse me. Nick Folk had a 51-yard field goal to win the game. And that was his long on the night. Yeah, 47 seconds. They ran 8 plays. 8 plays in 47 seconds. That's a long drive in just 47 seconds. Like, that's a lot of plays. Like, they were getting out of bounds. Obviously, they had their 3 timeouts. Like, they had everything they needed for an 8-play, 47-second drive to win the game by 3. And I was hoping for overtime, but was not to be. Luckily, I didn't take a bet. My buddy, who's a big Joe Flacco fan, was saying, oh, Joe Flacco is going to get the Jets' first win. Obviously, it didn't happen, but he wanted 6 points. And luckily, I missed when he texted that. I may have taken it, but that would have sucked that they only won by 3. But very cool. No real run game for the Jets. They have Frank Gore and LaMichael Pirine. Frank Gore, 1,000,000 years old. Pirine, who? Right, like, these guys are not, they have nobody. I think at one point they said 24 out of 26 defenders on the Jets were either traded or undrafted to the Jets. Like, a bunch of rejects nobody wants, and very tough to see. And they almost got the win anyway, though. That's the amazing part. They took the Patriots down to the wire. If Joe Flacco did not ruin this game after playing fantastically, interception and taking that sack was absolutely critical in this game. So, very cool. But anyway, all right. I will see you guys next time on Wednesday. We have skins in the game. We get to go over the horrible Giants game and get ready for the Detroit Lions next Sunday. So join me for that. And if you're not a Skins fan, don't worry. I will be back on Thursday. And let's see who the Thursday night game is. Next week is week 10. Thursday night we have Indianapolis versus Tennessee. 2 really good football teams. The Colts are, 5-3 right now? 6-3, somewhere in there. Yeah, they're looking really good. And then obviously Tennessee, they just lost to the Bengals. So, and then I think they just beat the Jaguars, was it? Who did they win last week? No, they beat the the Bears last week. They have the Colts this week. They beat the Bears 24-17. So, two pretty good football teams, division rival. So we'll enjoy that. And until next time, see ya.